before we do any of that, we're gonna have our two middle memory speakers. This first speaker is someone who truly deserves this position. She is well-spoken, outgoing, and charismatic. She has participated in HM Lead, she's a Middle Mania captain, she is a first-place debater at a tournament, and this is just adding on to her long list of middle school accomplishments, including most recently the Service Learning Award. It is a privilege to introduce her, and an even greater one to call her my friend. Please welcome Leyli Granmayeh.
Thank you, Henry, for your kind words. Good morning, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this ceremony thus far. My name is Leyli Granmayeh, and I'm delighted to be one of your middle memory speakers. First off, I would like to say a big congratulations to my classmates, the middle school graduating class of 2017. As the motivated and driven horseman students that we are, I know many of you have already planned out your futures and had from our first steps through Pforzheimer Hall. I hope you can all spell it correctly by now. Some want to become doctors or lawyers, athletes or mathletes, teachers or politicians, writers or movie stars, or of course Harambe. But I hope wherever your future takes you, that you look back at your time in the middle school, think of it fondly, and remember today as a celebration of the amazing time that we spent together. So what was it like to be at HM Middle School? Well, to understand that, we should first get a glimpse into the day of a life of an 8th grader. 8:10, Larry rolls up the hill, Shaboy in the warning playing loudly on the radio, nervous 6th graders covered in slime sprinting off the bus. 8:25. First period starts as a rush of 8th graders run to the academic center, realizing that they forgot to print their history charts for their in-class essay. 10:05. Everyone meanders to their homeroom where they either sleep, study, eat, or complain about how much work we get. 10:10. The last group of 8th graders realize that we actually had an atrium meeting and take the walk of shame down the spiral staircase, late again to the weekly atrium meeting. 11:10. D period starts and we all blast into the cafeteria. We contemplate whether it is worth it to stand in the sandwich line for 30 minutes as high schoolers cut the line by justifying that they have class. In the meanwhile, we also shove our wallet deep into our pockets, hoping no one will ever see our ID card picture taken at 5th grade orientation. 11:11. Before we can resolve our sandwich line dilemma, we are dispatched out of the cafeteria with a detention for bringing our 10-pound backpacks. 2:30. H period starts and we skillfully navigate the busy halls of rows filled with students and their fidget spinners. 2:31. Students dash out of their classes claiming that they have early dismissal for an athletic event. 3:15. The remaining students sprint to catch their buses. A special shout out to Mr. Brooks for managing the extremely helpful bus whiteboard. Although this might seem like a hectic day to others, it is a familiar and comforting routine for us. And in between all the hustle and fury, believe it or not, there was actually some learning going on. We solved math problems that once seemed to be written in another language, recited the quadratic formula, discussed how Winnie the Pooh is the quintessential Taoist, studied the periodic table of elements, learned a new foreign language, and acted out Shakespeare-like prose. Through the art history lectures, the screening of The Tempest, Rosetta Lee's visit, service learning projects, and living color adventures, we've also picked up a few other skills along the way, including how to dab, whip, nay-nay, juju on that beat, bottle flip, do the mannequin challenge, and belt out Despacito, Hotline Bling, and the entire Hamilton soundtrack. We come from different backgrounds and experiences, different friend groups and opinions, but I know the people I have met at Horseman will always be some of the most interesting, compassionate, understanding, and simply kind people I will ever meet. I have been truly blessed to be part of this remarkable community, and on behalf of my classmates, I think it's safe to say that we would all like to give a big note of gratitude to everyone who has made this experience possible. Thank you to our families, Dr. Kelly, Ms. Ingram, Ms. Hirschhorn, our teachers and administrators, the diligent maintenance and security staff, the whole cafeteria crew, and a very special thank you to Ms. Amalicia, also known as Darth Amalicia, who was the only dean we could not scare away and learned how to control us year after year. We will miss you all and thank you for everything that you do for us daily. And although it pains my heart to think of those who have chosen to finish their educations elsewhere, I know no matter what, we will always have these memories of our time together. And that in the words of High School Musical, we understand that you have to go your own way. I love our grade, and not just for the obvious reasons, but because we paint our faces until we look like Smurfs on Middle Mania, and scream until we lose our voices on athletic afternoon, and walk in the halls looking like we just finished a color run after photography. And as I look at my peers, I see doctors and lawyers, athletes and mathletes, teachers and politicians, writers and movie stars, but above all else, I see my HM family. A unique, thoughtful, extraordinary, and utterly awesome family. And although I feel that this day and age, the word awesome has become grossly overused, I believe it does encapsulate our grade. Because the word awesome literally means full of awe, and that is what we are. We are full of inspiration, dedication, passion, love, and support. So thank you to the class of 2021, to the tens of thousands of memories we have together, and to the tens of thousands of memories we will continue to make. Thank you.
That was an amazing speech, Leyli.